This hour is dedicated to a conversation on a subject that is very close to my heart. Green is cool. And I'm going to be in a chat with the owner-founder of NDNS, New Delhi Nature Society, Verhaen Khanna.
Here we go now. Get set.
Afternoons with Annie.
94.3 Radio 1.
On the show with me today is one of the founders of New Delhi Nature Society. His name is Verhaen Khanna. I spoke to him last in January this year, and his monthly newsletter, The Times of Nature, is something that has caught my attention ever since. Verhaen, it's so nice to have you on the show again.
Hi, Annie. Thank you for having me on the show. It's one of my favorite shows on the radio. So it's great to be back.
Thank you. I like this month's newsletter that reads, trees are the solution for air pollution. And we know air pollution has been a forever problem, both in Delhi, this time even in Mumbai, and in every other urban metros, because it seems like everybody, which is from the government to, organizations that are into infrastructure development, have suddenly woken up again after the lockdown to complete their projects. And so construction is in more than full swing. That's hampering our health, and we are very well aware of it. But there's not much we can do about it because we know the importance of development. At the same time, why do we tend to lose out on the importance of the green cover?
Like right now, Delhi is choking, Bombay is choking. We're seeing the pictures online. The AQI is through the roof, and it's really unhealthy for everybody, for all ages, especially people who are already suffering from respiratory issues. All these cities, they're becoming concrete jungles now, although greenery is going away. In Delhi, there are 3 trees being cut every hour, and this is what is on record.
Wow.
There's even more being cut, which is not on record. So, we have to, what I've been discussing with people is that we need to figure out where we're going to draw the line. Because are we going to draw the line when there's 1 tree left? Are we going to draw the line when there's 10 trees left? So we have to figure that out, and no one knows where we're going to draw the line, but we need to focus on this and figure out where to draw the line and make sure that we stop over there.
Absolutely.
After that, we reach a point of no return. And right now, people are thinking that if we remove all the trees from our city, send it to another city, we can still enjoy the benefits of those trees. But it doesn't make logical sense. Like, I'm standing under the shade of the tree right now. There's fruit vendors under the trees. But if you remove these trees, where are they going to stand? Where I'm not going to get the shade of that tree standing here. I'll have to go all the way there to get that.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
We need to, like you said, we need to have sustainable development, and we have to coexist with nature. The more we disconnect ourselves from nature, we're harming ourselves only.
Right.
It's our own health, and the future generations are also going to suffer. So we have to think about this and leave some clean environment for future generations.
Climate change is a real problem. In fact, that I think in today's day and age, more than development, is the biggest problem that is staring us in the face. And I know through New Delhi Nature Society, Verhaen, you who once had a cushy corporate job, gave it all up because you realized the importance of loving trees. You know, your photographs and your sessions that you do with people who want to reconnect with nature, where you're hugging trees and everybody is hugging trees, it's just so heartwarming. We're going to talk a little more about that when you set this up, and how that journey has been, and how it is helping change people's lives one day at a time. Don't go anywhere. This is Afternoons with Annie. It's Green is Cool, along with one of the founders of New Delhi Nature Society, Verhaen Khanna, on the show with me today. Stay tuned. 94.3 Radio 1. This is Green is Cool Hour, in conversation with the owner-founder of NDNS, New Delhi Nature Society, Verhaen Khanna. He literally teaches you to hug trees.
Here we go now. Get set.
Afternoons with Annie.
94.3 Radio 1.
On Green is Cool with Verhaen Khanna of New Delhi Nature Society. New Delhi Nature Society, when you first started it, it's not something that is going to make you the kind of money that maybe the cushy corporate job made for you. But you sort of connected with this idea at the very soul level. Verhaen, how did it change your life?
Yeah, it's changed my life in a drastic way. Like from my daily routines, my actions, people around me, the way I think. Even my dreams got affected. So even in my dreams, I see the trees getting cut, and I'm fighting to try and save them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in these big cities now, there's this disease. It's an actual scientifically researched human disorder that people are suffering from tree blindness. They're not able
Right.
to see the trees in their environment. So sometimes they walk into trees, sometimes they drive into trees, and if a tree is cut outside their house, they won't even notice that it's missing. So trees are totally invisible, and I think even I was suffering from this once upon a time. But now I've figured out how to cure the tree blindness. So there are ways like learning to identify the names of trees around, going and hugging a tree once in a while. You feel the energy of a tree. It's alive. It's a living being, and it's been there for longer than you have. It's going to be there longer than you can be, and it's just standing and just continuously giving. So we also conduct these tree climbing workshops. So when people climb trees, children of all ages, I say, because we've had senior citizens who feel like children once they climb a tree, and
True that.
they climb a tree after like 50 years and they remember their childhood. So when you climb a tree, then you start thinking about whether I can climb that tree. I won't be able to climb that tree. There's no branches. So then you start seeing the trees around, and this is one way to get over the tree blindness.
Right.
Through this process, we do all these nature walks, and then we go around. We learn about the ecology around us, the names of trees, how the animals, the birds, insects, how everything is playing a role, interconnected with each other. And how we feel much better when we spend time in nature. There's this term called shirin yoku. It's a Japanese term for forest bathing. So when you spend time in the forest, in nature, so you feel much better by the energy of the forest.
Right.
Yeah, there's a saying that you can never be in a forest and in a bad mood at the same time. So if you're feeling any negative energies like anger, sad, anxiety, anything like that, just go spend some time in nature and you'll actually feel better.
Absolutely. It's New Delhi Nature Society. One of the founders, Verhaen Khanna, was on the show with me today. And don't forget to check out their website, www.ndns.in, their monthly newsletter that you can always subscribe to, The Times of Nature. We're going to come back to continue talking about how he continues to conduct workshops, has recently done a TED Talk, and trying to get people to, hug trees all over again. Stay tuned. 94.3 Radio 1, and I'm in a chat for Greener School with Verhaen Khanna, owner-founder of New Delhi Nature Society.
Here we go now. Get set.
Afternoons with Annie.
94.3 Radio 1.
On Greener School with Verhaen Khanna of New Delhi Nature Society. So you've been teaching people to really, start hugging trees, to try and, connect them with nature and give them an understanding, a very real understanding of why we need them. Now, this is not something we are supposed to actually have a conversation about. This is something that comes very naturally to us. It should, ideally. But because of rapid industrialization and with how you were saying, we're sold dreams that are actually taking us a lot away, far away from nature. It's extremely important for people to know, learn, understand, and reconnect with nature. So when you do these workshops, what have been some learning experiences for you, Verhaen, and also for people? What have their responses been?
I have one message for your listeners also. So the tree hugging, if you just go to the nearest tree right now or later afterwards, just put your heart on the tree, close your eyes and hug the tree. You're going to feel like you're hugging a friend or family member. Okay, and that feeling is so good. It feels like you're being taken care of and everything will be all right like that. So it's a experience which people have tried, and sometimes they don't want to let go of the tree. They feel so good.
Wow.
Even like after sitting on the tree, many people don't want to come down so fast because they're enjoying the experience. And these are our natural instincts, to be on the trees, be connected with nature. We have evolved over time, over centuries. We need to get back to nature as much as we can. And we've had so many different people come throughout the years. I think it's been like 8-9 years now. So thousands of people have come for our workshops over the years, and everybody goes back with different stories, different experiences. Many people are still getting in touch with me because they want to continue being involved with nature. We've had small children as small as 4 or 5 years old. They came for our Fireflies workshop several years ago, and now they've all grown up and they're still coming back for our workshops because they want to learn more, they want to experience more. And when I take people out, they have a very informal in a friendly way. Everyone is like, there's no differences between people. Everyone's connected. People are asking questions. They're getting answers. Some people are interested in photography, videography. Once you explore different things, then you'll understand what your actual interests are. We humans are the ones generating all that pollution, and it's only trees that can remove that pollution.
Absolutely.
And none of these artificial things can fix what nature can fix.
Don't go anywhere. This is Afternoons with Annie. It's Green is Cool, along with one of the founders of New Delhi Nature Society, Verhaen Khanna. This hour is dedicated to a conversation with New Delhi Nature Society founder Verhaen Khanna. The segment is called Green is Cool.
Here we go now. Get set.
Afternoons with Annie.
94.3 Radio 1.
On the show with me today is one of the founders of New Delhi Nature Society. His name is Verhaen Khanna. So I guess if one gets on to NDNS, New Delhi Nature Society.in, it's important to get in touch with everyone who is associated with understanding what the tree problem is and also contributing to tree population, so to speak, because it's not just about planting trees, it's also about knowing where we come from, the region we are in, and be able to contribute to that region. So that, because one of the like you rightly pointed out a little while earlier, it's the food cycle that we must contribute back to, because really we are the ones, humans are the ones who are dependent on the food cycle. Trees aren't dependent on us. It's the other way around, really. And the sooner we understand that, the better it will be for all of us to leave behind something beautiful, something breathable, clean air, which we are not seeing for so many years, and it's only going to get worse. So before that happens, we should try and take charge of the situation. Verhaen, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. The children are watching the adults right now, so we better be cautious about how we protect our environment.
Absolutely.
What we leave behind.
What we leave behind, and how we can help build something nice for them so they can carry it forward, and continue building it for the later generations as well. Thank you once again. This is Verhaen Khanna of the NDNS Society. This is the New Delhi Nature Society. Don't forget to look it up. It's ndns.in. And all the very best. Thank you for planting so many trees that you have. Thank you for teaching people how to reconnect with nature. Thank you for trying to push and bring back the trees in and around the areas of Delhi, which has continued to suffer, just impenetrable levels of air pollution. So thank you, Verhaen, for that.
Thank you so much for having me on the show and helping us to spread the word. And I'm sure now all your listeners will go out and hug a tree, try it, and tell us how you feel about it.
Yeah, try it and tell Verhaen how you feel about it. ndns.in. On Instagram, what's your handle called, Verhaen?
New Delhi Nature Society.
Okay, it's the same. It's New Delhi Nature Society. Don't forget to check it out. This is Green is Cool on Afternoons with Annie. Yep, it's the end of my show with that chat. Love Nivantithi, CK, Joyboy, and Kwame Eugene is what I'm leaving you with. I will be back tomorrow, 12 noon, 94.3 TD1 One World, your station. The show is called Afternoons with Annie. Till then, stay safe, stay green. Toodles.